Hey friends, welcome to day 7. Today our word is humble, and we will be focusing on humility, something that we don't often focus on in our day-to-day lives. We are always sort of pushing that ego forward, trying to be better than the day before, and sometimes it's nice to take a step back and just be humble and grateful. So let's get started. Meet me at the top of the mat. Take a deep breath here into Tadasana. Come to your comfortable standing position at the front of the mat. Lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. Lightly engage the core. Close the eyes and just drop into the moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Releasing the tension in the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feeling the breath as it moves down your throat and into the body on the inhale. And maybe a gentle constriction on the exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands through prayer, through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the arms around and up. Exhale through center, hands to prayer, forward fold. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, engage the core, flat back, look at the ground so the crown of the head is long. Pet your dog. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, reach for the sky. And exhale, hands through prayer. Once again, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. You can glide your hands up to your thighs, shoulders down and back, elbows into the body. Long, flat back. Exhale, fold. And this time, step the right foot back, followed by the left, plank. As before, you can always come down onto your knees in your plank. We're building strength here. Notice where you're at today. And perhaps even if you can hold a full plank, come down onto the knees to practice humility. We don't always have to go to the ends of our strength or be strong or be brave or be powerful. We can also take a step back and be humble. So bend the elbows at the body, bring the belly to the mat, press through the tops of the feet. Inhale, cobra. Lift the heart space, lift the hands. Notice if you're pressing yourself up into your cobra or if you're actually using your back strength. Release the hands, press back up, tabletop. Now spread the fingers wide, make sure that the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Inhale, lift the heart space forward, drop the belly, chin parallel to the mat. And exhale, round through the tailbone, core tight, arch through the back, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. Engage the core though, so we don't want to have a loose abdomen. We want to still keep the core tight. You can feel it and make sure that your core is engaged. And then round through the tailbone. Start from the tailbone. And then round through the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, chin to chest. One last time. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone high to the sky. Heart moves between the biceps. And then round through the tailbone, the back, the mid back, the upper back, and the shoulders. Let the head be heavy. And come back to center, flip the toes under, press the hips high, downward facing dog. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, triceps in towards the body, biceps away from the body. Press through the base of the index finger and the thumb. You can bend the knees deeply, of course, keep the hips super high, and then slowly allow gravity to take over the heels and let them fall gently toward the mat. No need to be touching the mat. Inhale, right leg up, keep the hip square, heel to the sky. Exhale, step it in between the hands, drop the left knee down, inhale, low lunge. Make sure that your right knee isn't falling out to the side, so squeeze the right thigh in towards the left thigh. Engage the core, lift the heart, and you can keep your hands at prayer or on your hips or up in the air. Now bring your hands to prayer and take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twist. Look over your right shoulder. Press to the top of the left foot. Excellent. Inhale, come back to center, low lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, tabletop. Ground down through the fingers and the base of the fingers and the knees. Reach the right arm forward, left foot back. Squeeze the core. Release, other side, left arm forward, right leg back. Flex the right foot, pinky toe towards the mat, core super tight. You can feel it, make sure that it's engaged. We don't want it flopping out here. Lengthen the tailbone towards the right heel, switching sides. Right hand forward, left arm back. Left foot back. Be kind of hard to hold this position if neither arm was on the ground, neither hand was on the ground. Excellent. Switch. Left arm forward, right leg back. Core tight, squeeze it in. Engage the core. So don't just let the body do the work. You need to actively squeeze the core up and in. Switch. Right arm forward, left leg back. Last one. Left arm forward, right foot back. Wonderful. Flip the toes under, press the hips up, downward facing dog. Shake the head yes and no. Release the tension in the neck. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Come on to the top of the right foot. Squeeze the left thigh in towards the right thigh. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the bottom knee. And from here, take your hands to prayer, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to tabletop. Inhale, right arm out, left leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, you can round the back a little bit. Inhale, reach, lift the heel. Exhale, squeeze. And step it down. Other side, left arm reaches, right foot back. Squeeze it in, round the back. Reach. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step it down. Flip the toes. Lift the heels. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Sometimes I have days where I can talk really well, and sometimes I don't. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it just either behind or where the right hand would be. Drop the left heel down so your feet are at a diagonal towards the front left of the mat. Bend through the right knee and inhale up, warrior 1. So right foot towards the front of the room, left foot is at an angle towards the front left of the mat, roundabouts. Try to press the left hip forward, right hip back, and then bend through the right knee. You can keep your hands on your hips to prayer or above the head. This is warrior one. So the left heel doesn't have to be on the mat. You can keep it lifted. And we'll just stay here and play with our hips, play with our alignment in this pose. So try not to arch through the back and lift the rib cage. We want to tighten the rib cage, knit the rib cage closed, lengthen the tailbone towards the mat, core tight, heart lifts, left heel is heavy towards the mat, right knee is bent, and in order to get the alignment correct, maybe you don't bend so much in the right knee. Right, maybe you're up pretty high. This is still warrior one. You can also bring the right foot in a little bit closer if that makes it easier for you. Keep your feet about hip distance apart so you're on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. Excellent. Inhale, grow long, and exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank. Give me a good plank, lift the right heel, then the left. 10 times. 1, core tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga to up dog to downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through behind the left hand. Take the right foot a little wider, drop the right heel, toe towards the right front diagonal of the mat, and inhale, warrior one. Now play with your alignment on this side. Maybe it's different. Maybe you can bend the left knee a little bit more. Maybe your heel touches the ground. Whether it's different or not, just accept where you are today. Look at it, acknowledge it, say you love yourself anyway, and play around with where your hips are in space. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Maybe see how flexing the right glute changes the way your hips feel, changes the pose a little bit. Bending a little bit more, straightening through the left leg, squaring the hips, rebending through the left knee. Just play around. And then inhale, grow long. Exhale, plant the palms, step it down, step it back, plank. Step the right foot out and in, left foot out and in. 10 times. 1, core tight. 2, heels press back. 3, tailbone towards the heels. 4, 5, 6, don't let the head drop. 7, 8, 9, 10, vinyasa, to cobra or upward dog, to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it through, warrior one. And you can stay in warrior one where you're at, or come behind, clasp the hands behind you, or clasp a towel. Walk the hands down the left leg, lift the heart space to the sky, back bend, smile, and then exhale. Bring the heart towards the right knee, head towards the right ankle, clasp opens the shoulders, humble warrior. The epitome of the humble poses. And again, if you lose your balance like we talked about yesterday, just come back into it. Fall over, laugh it off, come back into the pose. Nobody is perfect. Nobody gets this right every time. Excellent. Plant the palms. Bring the left heel up, step it back, plank. Vinyasa. So either chaturanga or belly to the mat, upward facing dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it behind the left hand, drop the right heel down, step the right heel a little bit wider left and right. Inhale, warrior one. Clasp the hands behind, reverse the clasp, so funny thumb on top this time. And lift the heart space. Back bent. Walk the hands down the right thigh. Keep the left knee bent. Look up, smile. And then exhale. Head to left ankle. Clasp. Moves away from the body. Let gravity take over. Keep the left knee bent. And take this time to just be present. To allow the shoulders to open, the tension to release in the neck, in the back, the armor to release in the heart. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Excellent. Release the hands on the inside of the left foot. Lift the right heel. Step it back, plank. Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. And from here, bend the knees, lift the heels, look between the hands. Hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head be heavy. You can cross the arms above the head. Crown of the head towards the mat. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now tuck the chin, bend the knees, and on your next inhale, take the entire inhale to roll all the way back up to standing. Reach for the sky, and exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. Now take a big step back with the left foot. Toes face the left side of the mat. Heels just a little bit farther out than the toes, so you're a little bit pigeon-footed. Take the hands behind you or grab a towel. Clasp, open the heart space, look up, smile. And then exhale with a flat back. Come into your forward fold. Allow the head to be heavy, the shoulders to open. Press to the outer edge of both feet. Allow the hamstrings to release. Lengthening along the inhales and the exhales. And you can release the clasp. Take your hands over to the right ankle, heart space towards the right thigh, twist. And then over to the left, hand to left ankle, look over the left shoulder, twist. And come back to center, inhale, half lift. Exhale here. Inhale. Plant the palms on the mat, bring the knees to the mat. Come to sit on your heels. So make sure that the toes are under, heels are lifted. You can reach around and make sure that the pinky toe is also out. Engage the core so you can gently lift the bum off of the heels as though you have a paper or a couple papers in between, so you're not dumping your weight onto the heels. We want to keep the upper body engaged, hands to prayer. So, interestingly enough, one of the times that I felt the most humble, I was humbled rather, was in a hot yoga class. And I very rarely go to hot yoga, but I went one time. And it was a very simple sequence. but it was hot. And I had to take child's pose a couple times. And I'm not generally one who takes child's pose to rest. I don't often feel the need. I want to power through everything. It's just kind of the person that I am. But I was forced to take child's pose a couple times in this class because it was so hot and I was struggling. So I wanted to share that with you because sometimes you need to come out of a pose. And this pose we're in right now is a humbling pose, let me tell you. Sometimes you need to come out of a pose. Sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to take child's pose. And that's okay. It's okay to not be Superwoman all of the time or Superman. It's okay to have days where you're tired and you need to take a break. So walk your hands forward, come up off of the toes, turn them under so that you're on the tops of the feet now. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead to the mat or to a block. Child's pose. Bring your hands to prayer. Press the elbows into the mat and lift the prayer above the head. Release the hands. Inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body. And swing the legs around to come into a seat. Now you might want to grab a blanket to sit on, maybe a bolster or a block, cushion, something that'll lift your hips a little bit higher than your knees where you can be comfortable to sit for just a couple minutes. So cross your legs, come into the seat. Take your left hand to your right knee, look over the right shoulder, twist. Switch sides, right hand to left knee, look over your left shoulder. And come back to center. You can take your hands to your knees, wherever they feel comfortable for you. There's no proper hand position for this here meditation. And we will sit in silence for a few moments. This is a meditation on humility, and perhaps it will be hard. It is often very difficult to sit in silence. So close the eyes, lengthen the back of the neck, dip the chin, lean back just a little bit. Wherever you're sitting, find a comfortable seat, a seat that you can stay in for a few minutes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the nose. Drop into the moment and tune into the breath. So I won't leave you hanging. I will mind the time. Remember that it is okay to lose your focus. Just come back to the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Notice the way that your sits bones feel on the floor. Allow the shoulders to roll away from the ears and open across the collarbone, heart space. Notice places to lift and other places to ground. And breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. If you begin to notice your mind wandering, that's okay. Just come back to the breath. Perhaps you have family moving around, making noise, coming in and out of the room. If that is the case, just turn your mind to gratitude for their presence and come back to the breath. Now take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Dip the chin, keeping the eyes closed. And bring your head to your heart, the ultimate sign of humility. And also a nice stretch to the back of the neck. Now flutter the eyes open. You can lift the head, lift the corners of the mouth. Bring the prayer to third eye center. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, release the hands back to the lap. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share this meditation with you. I know that it might have been hard, but I know for sure that your body and your mind will benefit in the long run from meditations such as this. So thank you very much for putting your trust in me. I humbly bow to you, and I will see you tomorrow for the next practice. Namaste.